Hi, Kupo, and welcome to Kyle is Famous. And if you don't know who Kyle is, you should be ashamed of yourself, because Kyle should be your best friend, because he's my best friend. Let's see. Kyle wakes up. He is famous. See? If you don't know Kyle, well, you should. If you don't, I'm here to introduce you to Kyle. Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Don't you? Such a classic show. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. Okay, doesn't sound like a very good compliment. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Okay, most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most inline videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. Got it. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracks his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for this interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. That's a long time. 30 hours. Okay, well, this is going to be the longest video I've ever made. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Wither away. Okay, no, let's get out of bed. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Okay, sit at the desk, open the closet. Let's scavenge my bedroom. Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for gossip. Kyle firmly pressed his ear into the carpet, hoping to hear some stray words from the neighbors below. Okay, what did he get from it? I heard Rachel May is going on a trip out of country soon. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. Well, what I will tell you is that every night I don a mask that looks like a bug and fight misdoers. Like Batman. There was a stunned silence and the door opened and someone exited the neighbor's apartment. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Let's open the closet. Kyle opened the closet. It was dark and he could only really see his hanging shirts. Let's choose an outfit. Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is. Skunk pasties? Okay, jeans and swimming goggles, slick suit of armor. Let's go with the skunk. Kyle chose the pasties made out of mashed skunk flesh. Looking pretty good, Kyle. Getting the slimy garments to stay proved difficult. So Kyle opted to stick them in his body with hot glue. Okay, this is going to be a pretty awesome interview. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Let's sit at the desk now. Kyle made his way over his desk and sat down. Write notes for interview? Let's check the dresser. Kyle opened up the side dresser on his desk and grabbed one of the items stored there. Assorted change, small key. Let's look at this change. Kyle scooped up the change scattered around the desk drawer. Okay. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Write notes for the interview. Let's check the dresser one more time. Opened up the cell and grabbed one of the items stored there. Small key. Kyle grabbed the small key he kept in his desk. Okay. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Okay, now I guess we could write some notes. Kyle wrote down his first question. Are you a mother? Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? That's the serious question right there. Kyle wrote down his second question. What are some diet tips? Beef, mashed or blended? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Yeah, beef. Let's get this beef. Kyle wrote down his third question. What's your funniest story? Do you ever smile? I purposely ran over a puppy. Yep. That's a question that needs answering. Kyle wrote down his last question. What's your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? There we go. Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. This is gonna go great. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Let's go back to the room. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom, opened the closet. Let's scavenge some more. Quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for bugs. Let's check for bugs. Kyle started to pick between the fuzz of his bedroom carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. Okay. Soon he had a small handful of various insects dead and alive. Let's eat these bad boys. Kyle threw back his head and crammed the sticky, wiggling mass into his mouth. He felt refreshed. Now let's get this interview done. Okay, so now let's exit the hallway because it's time for the show to begin. Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. "You like my skunk outfit? Good evening, Kyle," she said, looking him in the eye. "I've been looking forward to being here." Kyle responded, "Answer properly, scream, and spin in circles." "Yes." Kyle started to stretch out his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him and Rachel that it was time to start the show. But a moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Gossip about my neighbor. You want to hear something? You want to hear what my neighbor does? "Good evening, everybody," said Kyle. "My neighbor is a bug vigilante." In other news, with nothing more to say on the matter, he fell silent. Rachel, also on camera, stared at her hands and wondered when she was going to be introduced. The producer started cutting to different camera angles to break the tension. Kyle continued to remain silent and stare forward blankly. After several minutes, neighbor Gabby walked out onto the set. "Hi everyone," she said, smiling hollowly. "My name is Gabby and I am not a bug vigilante." "False!" Kyle looked at Gabby and then returned to staring forwards. Gabby began to reply but was interrupted by a bug-shaped intercom on her belt. "Bug girl," it squawked. "A robbery is in progress on East 3rd. Report it aimed." Gabby threw the intercom on the ground and crushed it under her feet. After a beat, she spoke again. "Something has come up suddenly and I must go." Gabby left the set. "Well," said Kyle, "that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks for joining us, Rachel." Kyle got up, shook Rachel's hand again, and walked past the cameras, leaving her alone. Not knowing what else to do, the producer ended the broadcast. In the coming days, fans of both Rachel and Kyle dubbed this show as a masterpiece of television. Yes. Stay Up Late with Kyle's online pages were updated to reflect this broadcast as the most popular ever. Kyle's producer later tried to have Rachel on the show again, but she was very, very, very busy. Kyle talked about Gabby, okay? Well, there's 28 endings, and I got one. Kyle talked about Gabby. Okay, cool. Let's see what other ending we could get. Kyle wakes up. He is famous. Okay, let's skip this. Kyle's first decision in the morning was let's wither away. Kyle decided to stay up and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. Ah, shucks. Oh, I continue. Okay, Kyle is now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Oh, okay, let's get out of bed. What do ghosts do? They hover. Okay, they hover. Let's open the closet. Opens the closet. It was dark and he could hardly handle. Let's choose an outfit. Let's go with jeans and swimming goggles. Kyle decided on fashion-forward casual style. He could barely see out of these goggles. I don't know how they could fit if I'm a ghost, but anyway, Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Let's scavenge. Let's gossip. For enter, hoping hear some stray words about it. I heard Rachel is going on trip of the century. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. Oh, well, what I will tell you is that the other night I donned the mask. Oh, this is the same thing. Okay, it was stunned silence. Okay, apartment. That's not quite enough. Okay, let's sit at the desk. Let's write some notes. Am I a mother? What are some diet tips? What are some diet tips for a ghost? What's your funniest story? Do you ever smile? You look so serious all the time. What's your guilty pleasure? Yep, that is it for today. Kyle made his way over the desk and sat down. Let's check this. I never found out what this key did. Let's take this key. Let's go back to my desk. You know what? Let's see. Let's go. Let's go to the hallway. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connects the rooms of his apartment together. Let's go to check the locked door. I have a key now. Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but found quickly that the door was locked from the inside. Force the door with his forehead. Force the door with forehead, okay? Float through as a ghost, because I'm a ghost. Kyle used his ghostly powers to walk straight through the door. Let's go inside. Kyle found himself in the room. He stashed the various items sent to him by fans. Let's check sewing machine. Kyle walked over to the dilapidated sewing machine. Its box was only half removed. Kyle found himself in the room. Let's go. Just check the sewing machine. Nah, let's go back to the hallway because it's showtime. Kyle hurried to the set. Per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. Okay, so I'm no longer a ghost, as that's the normal, I guess, in this world. Sitting across from his host chair, he was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. Kyle approached her. Rachel looked up and smiled. Let's approach. Good evening, Kyle. She looked at him. I'm looking forward to being here. Okay. Responded to answer properly because I am a gentleman. And I as well, Rachel answered. Kyle extended his hand in greeting. You are a most welcome guest. After other mild exchanges of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompt to take their places for the broadcast. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Let's start this broadcast. Good evening, everybody, and said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up with Kyle. Let's introduce Rachel. Tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I am glad to be here. In response, Kyle collapsed onto the floor. From a combination of stressful preparations and not eating anything, Kyle had passed out. Nobody in the studio quite knew what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back to see if he moved. After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the lights, and went home. So I am on the floor. Still, Kyle was left face first on the floor. Kyle prepared by starving himself. Let's go to... let me see. Let's go to the hallway. Let me see. Move to the kitchen. Let's go to the kitchen. Let's open the fridge. Eat crust on the fridge wall. Let's eat the crust on the fridge wall. Kyle started scraping the streaks of crud and spots of black mold off the fridge walls of his fridge. After balling up the filth from the sides of the fridge, Kyle bit into the crusty, moist ball. Several minutes of chewing later, Kyle finished chewing and swallowed the ball whole. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Let's walk to the hallway. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connects the room's apartment. Let's check this locked door as a normal person. Kyle walked over to the stranger. Let's force the door with my forehead. Kyle decided it would be best to try to force the door open with the use of his face. After smashing his features into solid wood for several minutes, Kyle gained severe short-term insomnia. Okay. Let's leave. Now it's the perfect time to leave the apartment. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around. Let's visit the downstairs neighbor. Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor's door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby entered the door. She looked at Kyle expectantly. Greet and start conversation. Good morning, neighbor, said Kyle. Don't mind the blood and the bruises and the bumps on my face. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Gabby looked at Kyle unexpectedly. Ask Gabby about Gabby. Ask Gabby about Rachel. No, let's ask Gabby about herself. Gabby, asked Kyle, tell me about yourself. Gabby stiffened. Oh, she said, putting on a fake smile. I just sit around here. Yes, I don't get around much. Never go out at night. I just stay here, right here. Gabby glared at Kyle. You're not like some superhero or something? Convinced by Gabby's statement, Kyle bid her goodbye and returned to the street. Yeah, okay, goodbye. I'm gonna go into the middle of the street now. Let's go to this tech store. We have 7 more hours. Kyle walked into the clean white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cutout mascot with flashing lights. Let's steal this guy. Quickly, before the attendant could acknowledge him, Kyle grabbed the Techno Jim by the shoulders and booked it. Finding that Techno Jim's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to pull upwards forceful. After several tugs, Techno Jim broke free, leaving 1 foot and 1 leg behind. Kyle glanced at the attendant who was staring, bewildered, and ran outside. Continue with my day. Kyle walked into the middle of the street. Let's go back to my apartment because it's about to be showtime. Across was a woman. Kyle approached Rachel, looked up and smiled. Rachel's smile quickly turned to shock as she realized Kyle had not put on clothes that day. Whoops. Kyle waved and smiled broadly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. Kyle stared, making his rounds around the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel had some excuses and exited the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left all alone. I became a nudist, which is really my personal goal in life, to eventually have the courage and the strength to become a nudist and go about my day like that. Okay? Let's open the closet and put on an outfit. Let's go with the suit of armor. It caused him to decide to wear armor, but it felt like the right thing to do. It sure did. After much squeezing and sweating, Kyle managed to wrap the metal suit around his dumpy self. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Let's go to the hallway. What haven't we done yet? Let's go to the kitchen. Let's go to the pantry. Wanted to access the pantry, but found it was locked with a small keyhole. Oh, I know exactly what to do. Let's go back to the bedroom. Sit at the desk. Check the drawer. Grab the key. Go back to the desk. Back to the room. Back to the hallway. To the kitchen. To the pantry. Let's unlock this baby with the key. The pantry door lock creaked as it hadn't moved for years. What do I eat? But eventually opened. Look in the pantry. Instead of an assortment of canned goods and grains, Kyle's pantry stored his massive amount of bottled lard. Sweet. Let's chug this bottle of lard. Kyle voraciously grabbed the closet bottle, snapped the neck against the wall, and sucked out all the fat in a minute. No, let's keep going. Kyle wildly sucked down another bottle. He felt very sick. Let's vomit on the floor now. I guess we're done with this. Kyle walked in the center of the kitchen. Go to the hallway. Let's see. Let's check this locked door. I have armor now, so let's force this bad boy with my face. Decided it would be best to force the door open. After smiling, Kyle gained severe... that didn't work. Okay, well, I guess it's showtime now. Let's leave the apartment. Hurried to the set. Saw a woman. Approached her, looked up and smiled. Good night, I've been looking forward to... Okay, yeah, me too. Kyle responded. Forget her name from Insomnia. Hello, you? Kyle's ears began to ring from his concussion. Rachel looked at Kyle, slightly confused, but continued smiling. Before she noticed the glazed look in his eyes, the producer approached. Time to get started, he said, putting a hand on Kyle's shoulder. Let's get stationed. Kyle sat in the nearest chair. Rachel's her seat stolen, sat in the host chair. A moment after seeing the studio lights brighten and the cameras clicked on. Good morning, everyone, said Kyle. My name is... Kyle made a desperate effort to remember his name, or really anything. Kyle looked at Rachel. Help me out here. Do you know who I am? He asked. Rachel looked back confused. Who are you? Well, if you're not Kyle, I don't know who you are. Rachel smiled sweetly. Kyle made up his mind that he was probably Kyle. Well, he said, I'm Kyle. A long silence followed. Eventually, Rachel spoke again. And I'm Rachel. Hi, everyone, she waved. Hi, Rachel, said Kyle. So why are you here? Rachel was visibly worried. Funny, she said. Were you planning on asking me any questions? I mean, I don't have any ideas, said Kyle. Kyle kept staring at Rachel. Someone coughed. Kyle looked around and noticed the crew. Who on earth are you, all of you? He asked. Nobody answered. Kyle got out of his chair and walked off frame, leaving Rachel alone with millions of viewers. Rachel started to attempt to entertain the audience herself. Eventually, the producer ended the broadcast early due to the technical issues. Kyle woke up in his bed the next day, remembering nothing about what had happened. Kyle forgot everything. Probably my least favorite. Let's see. Let's scavenge for bugs. More. Let's save for later. Let's go to the bedroom. Let me see. Let's sit at the desk. Check the drawer. Get some change. Go back to the desk. Out of the room. Exit the hallway. Let's leave the apartment. Let's go to the tech store. Let's buy batteries with change. What do these batteries do? Kyle counted out $1.98 in pennies and nickels and traded them for a small packet of batteries. What can I possibly need this? Ask attendant for free samples. Yeah, let's ask them for free samples. Do you have any? Ask the store attendant whether or not they offered any free samples of important customers. The attendant gave Kyle a confused and slightly vacant look. Kyle began to beg for free samples. Okay. Wanting Kyle to leave, the attendant grabbed a decrepit phone meant for spare parts and held it out. Let's grab this baby with my teeth. Kyle firmly clamped his mouth around the outstretched phone, creating several teeth holes in the screen. Sweet. Kyle grunted and yanked with his head until the attendant let go of the phone. The phone is now Kyle's to use forever. Sweet. Give review a free sample. Yeah, let's review this bad boy. This phone, said Kyle, is several years old and has exposed wires coming out of the back. You're trying to kill me? I'm famous. Kyle continued. The phone also has had screen issues after I used it to hammer nails into the wall for a painting. Furthermore, when I submerge it in water, I get severely shocked until it runs out of battery. The attendant looked at Kyle, pursed his lips, and said nothing. Feeling he had made his argument, Kyle decided to leave. Because it is showtime, baby. Yep. Sitting across from a woman, looked at her, approached my smile, quickly turned in shock and realized I had no clothes on that day. Oh, am I gonna get the same ending? Wait, okay. Same one. Dang it. Okay, well, let's try this again. Browse social media. Because I have a phone now. Let's do that. Kyle started to scroll through news articles on the phone. Read article. Stay up late with Kyle. Ranked 1 and 2. Number 2 show on the good. Okay, read more. New East Bridge became constructed and being found, not exactly others. Okay, let's read more. Another garden. What happens if let's read every article. Oh, snap. I didn't get to read that. Okay. Let's go back to the bedroom. Let's put some clothes on so that doesn't happen again. Open it. It was dark. Okay, let's choose an outfit. Let's check a suit. We haven't got a suit yet. Okay. Miraculously crammed his dumpy body in the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks. Okay, let's go to the hallway. Let's go to the kitchen. Let's go to the fridge. Let's eat the condiments. Started to grab condiments from the fridge, squirting them into his mouth with both hands. That's really crunchy ketchup. The rate of which ketchup, soy sauce, and other items entered Kyle's mouth soon overrode his ability to swallow. Kyle spewed the excess condiments across the kitchen, covering the furniture and walls. Kyle continued until all the condiments had been emptied. Okay, cool. Let's go to the hallway. Let's check this locked door. Okay, I need to be a ghost to go in there. I'm running out. Oh, it's already showtime. Let's do this. Okay. Set. Good. Okay, we started the show. Kyle responded. Let's answer politely. Okay, shake hands. Okay, broadcast. Okay. Good morning. Welcome to the Stay Up with Kyle. Okay, introduce Kyle. Tonight I have a pleasure interviewing Rachel May, who needs to know more introduction. Kyle motioned Rachel, who smiled and waved. Hello, Kyle. I said, I am glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so might as well dive right into it. said Kyle. I am very ready, Kyle, with a winning smile. In a shock, Kyle realized he had never bothered to prepare any notes for the interview. Oh no! Knowing he had eyes of millions upon him, Kyle came up with the solution quickly. Let's play dead. Kyle slumped in his seat and played dead. Kyle, what are you up to? Asked Rachel, still smiling. Kyle did not respond and hoped nobody would ask questions. Kyle, why are you pretending to be dead? Asked Rachel. I can see you breathing. Kyle held his breath. The producer whispered to Rachel over her earpiece, give him a couple slaps across the face and see if it wakes him up. Kyle got up from her chair, walked to Kyle, and slapped him firmly across the face. Rachel slapped Kyle, continuously trying to get him to stop play acting. Other members of the crew stepped into frame and started slapping Kyle as well. Soon Kyle was lost in the amassment of people around him, all slapping his face with both hands. The slapping went on for many hours. Kyle did not wake up. Eventually, Kyle did not need to pretend to be unconscious. Kyle prepared by dying. Cool. Let's see if we can get one more. Let's eat the fridge. Pointed his neck directly upwards and hoisted the fridge on top of his face. Somehow, miraculously, he wrapped his mouth around the device. He started to swallow. In one slow, horrible movement, the fridge slid down his throat. After many gurgles, pops, and snaps, Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out. Kyle walked to the center of the room. Goodness gracious, okay. Not a ghost no more. So, okay, hi. Kyle responded, let's answer politely. Shake hands, more. Lights introduced. Kyle vomited all of the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor. Rachel looked at Kyle concerned, gave a couple coughs, and decided to play it cool and kept the show running. Cool. Kyle stopped, then vomited again. Then he continued with a shaky voice. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved to the camera. Hello, Kyle. She said, I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have lots to discuss, so we might as well dive right into it. I'm very ready. Okay, he had not bothered to prepare any notes. Let's run away. Kyle ejected from the seat and ran out into the studio as quickly as possible. After it became apparent that Kyle was not coming back, the producer ended the episode and everyone went home. I ran away. Let's do one more. It's like I was becoming addicting because I'm like, one more. But I want to see what else I could do. Okay, let's see. Let's sit at the desk. Let's check the drawer. Let's get a key. Back to the desk. Here. Nope, back to the desk. Exit the room. Hallway. Kitchen. Pantry. Key. Look inside the pantry. Ignore the pantry for now. Check the lard. Grab a bottle of lard. Okay, let's grab a bottle of lard. Grab a bottle of lard and stash it in his person for later use. Okay, start broadcast. Introduce Rachel. More. Looked at the camera. Go to more. Stopped and continued to a shaky voice. Introduction. Mentioned the camera. Said hello. I'm glad to be here. Let's drink the lard. Okay, dive right into this bottle that is. Kyle pulled out of his bottle of lard, but bit the top off and chugged it. Kyle's body rejected the lard. He began to spew chunks of lard and digestive fluid in every direction. Everything within a 10-foot radius was immediately covered, including Rachel. Kyle continued to vomit. Rachel bravely fought to stay seated amidst the vomit, hoping to save the show from disaster. Unfortunately, Kyle's vomit had covered all of the cameras. There was no broadcast. Kyle finished spewing eventually. The broadcast was not recovered. All present were sent home to try again another day. As Kyle got home, he made a mental note to refill his lard supply. Kyle consumed. And there you have it. That's going to be it for today. That was funny. That was fun. It does make me want to find out what all the endings are. But hey, I enjoyed it. It was funny. If you guys want to maybe see what endings you get, or if you're one of those people that like to complete a game, I think this would be a good and easy game to complete and get all the endings. Kyle is famous. It's free on Steam. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. KupoCola signing off.